Happy Saturday, everybody. Meteorologist Hunter Force here with your Saturday evening Tropics update. Now, this is kind of a big update because this time yesterday we didn't have Nadine and we didn't have Oscar, and Oscar only had a 20% chance of developing, and now it's a Category 1 hurricane. Nadine made landfall in Belize earlier this afternoon as a tropical storm, and that also intensified rather quickly, but Oscar rapidly intensified quickly. Nadine was the 14th named storm of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season. Oscar was the 15th named storm. After that, we have Patty, Raphael, Sarah, and Tony. Hopefully, we will not have to use those names, but again, we still have a month and a half left of hurricane season. And if we look back at NOAA's predictions before the hurricane season started, they predicted that we were going to have a very active and well above average hurricane season. And on average, there's about 14 named storms in the Atlantic. And right now we have 15. So we're just a slight bit above average, but still not at where NOAA was predicting. So again, that is some good news, but we still, again, have a couple weeks left of the season. But as we head into November, that activity normally drops off rather quickly. So hopefully we will not get anywhere near these numbers. As we take a look at the tropical satellite right now, for the last 24 hours, this is Oscar here. This is just to the north of Hispaniola. 24 hours ago, it really wasn't doing much. It was trying to get its act together, and then the activity started to die down a bit, but it was really trying. It was like the little engine that could, and now it's here. A hurricane not expected to impact the United States, so that is some good news. Going to stay north of Hispaniola. And we have Tropical Storm Nadine, which made landfall in Belize earlier this afternoon. This also intensified rather quickly. You could see right before it made landfall, the bubbling up of the thunderstorms, which just shows that it was getting stronger as it was about to make landfall. But again, you could see it really starting to weaken as it made landfall with that interaction of land. That's when it really does start to weaken, and you can easily see that on the satellite here, bringing a lot of heavy rain and flooding concerns to areas of Belize, Guatemala, and the Yucatan Peninsula. Right now, Oscar, north of Hispaniola, Category 1, 85-mile-per-hour winds gusting to about 105, again, just to the north of Hispaniola. It's expected to make landfall in the Turks as we go throughout the next couple of hours as a Category 1 storm. Expected to strengthen up to about 90 miles per hour as we head into Sunday afternoon. There's a chance it could make its way towards areas of Cuba, and then especially it's going to weaken into a tropical storm as we head into the work week. And after that, it's going to take a sharp turn up towards the north and the east and expected to make its way out towards the sea and not be affecting any of us here in Hampton Roads or the United States. So certainly some great news there. Nadine again made landfall earlier in Belize, 45-mile-per-hour winds gusting to about 60, moving west at 13 miles per hour. Now for Nadine, the main concern wasn't really winds. It was basically just the rain factor. So expected to bring torrential downpours and flooding concerns to these areas here in Central America, Belize, South Mexico, and Guatemala as well. Again, as we take a look at the activity for hurricane season, the peak was a couple months ago, or about a month and a half ago, September 10th is the peak of the hurricane season. Now we're in the middle of October. So you can see from September to the middle of October, the activity really starts to ramp down. The end of the season, not until November 30th. So as we go throughout the next couple of weeks, the activity, of course, continues to go down. So that is some good news, but we still have plenty of warm water out there. So these storms are still forming, as we saw with Nadine and Oscar, and they could still form pretty quickly. So over the next couple of weeks, we always got to stay prepared just in case things change here. But of course, on 13 News Now, we're going to continue to keep you updated on the tropics until the end of hurricane season.